Yo, what's up? Jer-dog here from jer-dogcomedy.com, the bar comic on YouTube, the bar comic on Facebook. Hit me up with a like there. jer-dogcomedy.com, thebarcomic.com, all that stuff. It all goes to the same place. Just check it out. You're gonna get more videos like this, plus some other cool, fun stuff. You know, this morning I laid awake in my bed in my hotel room, and I was just scrolling on Facebook, and Facebook used to be kind of fun. It was just like a lot of funny memes, a lot of comedians just putting up jokes and videos and crazy shit. And I've noticed that we've gotten away from a lot of that. Now it's just like non-stop political diatribes. And it's kind of a fucking bummer, man. It really kind of is. And it's not because I don't want to discuss politics, or I don't think this should be talked about, or that people shouldn't voice their opinions on how to solve problems in the world. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is the way people talk about politics when they're on Facebook. You know, it's very divisive. It's very much I'm right, you're wrong, Republicans suck, Democrats are awesome, Democrats suck, Republicans are awesome, conservatives are geniuses, liberals are stupid, liberals are geniuses, conservatives are stupid. It's all blah, 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 blah bullshit. It really is. Because most stuff is not just one-sided like that. You know, I'm probably more left on a lot of the issues, but not on everything. I'm right. I'm very much right on a lot of things. So I don't really fit in with anybody. It's kind of weird, man. And in this day and age, you know, if you even just have a nuanced viewpoint on something, you piss people off. Like, if I have a liberal friend, for instance, and I just happen to agree with, say, something that Donald Trump says, I don't disagree with everything that he fucking says. But among my liberal friends, that's the expectation. And as soon as I say, well, you know, I can kind of see his point on that, or this or that, oh my God, you're a racist, you're a sexist, you're a homophobe, you're a xenophobe, you're every other bad word I can possibly fucking call you. And it's the same thing with the other side, with my, you know, people who are conservative Republicans. When I talk about things that, you know, well, maybe I'm for universal health care, maybe I'm for some of this stuff. And they just fucking flip out. It turns into I'm right, you're wrong. Fucking a game of one-upmanship. In stand-up comedy, most journeyman, traveling troubadour, unknown stand-up comedians typically avoid talking politics for that very reason. Even though everybody is there having a good time, and we're having drinks, and the energy's going, it's a lot of fun, you can spoil that by immediately splitting the room in half by discussing politics. And usually most comedians aren't talking politics, they're talking about politicians. And the way they talk about politicians is very much of, I'm right, you're wrong, let's mock the other side into feeling stupid. And that just doesn't make people feel good. That's not comedy, IMO. However, I also don't think that comedians, just because they're a comedian and just because our job is to make people laugh and have a great time, that we need to lock ourselves up on political issues, that we should not express ourselves on Facebook. One of the most beautiful things about the internet is just shit like this. Like right now, this video blog that I'm doing, that I'm going to be able to put up on YouTube with no barrier to entry, nobody censoring it, nobody telling me that I'm right or that I'm wrong. And if you do, you can leave a fucking comment. You don't like what I have to say, you can fucking comment. We can have a conversation about it. And this is going out worldwide. Nobody has to give me permission to do this. I can just sit here in my fucking car, driving on my way to the gig, pull out the phone, and start recording my thoughts. And it's awesome to be able to publish those worldwide and start true discussion about some of this stuff. And I can do things to talk about things in ways without having the obligation of having it to be funny, 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 joke, 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 joke all the time. However, if you are when you are doing stand-up comedy, if you do want to talk about politics, you can do that. You know, there's definitely outlets for that on your Facebook page and your YouTube channel and your blog posts and things like that, of course. And I don't think it's fair that if a comedy club booker or a comedy club manager or whoever it is that's deciding on whether to give you a gig, that they don't book you because they don't agree with your political opinion that you might have posted on Facebook. I think that's bullshit too. That's another indication of low-level thinking. And if someone does that to you, if someone says, oh, I'm not going to book him because I don't agree with his politics, fuck them. you probably don't want to work for that person anyway, because if they're going to bully you about your opinion on politics, they're probably going to bully you about a lot of shit when it comes to doing the gig. Or throughout your relationship with that person, throughout your life, whatever it turns out to be. That person's probably going to want to intimidate and bully you and a lot of stuff. Don't talk about politics. I don't like what you said, so don't say it. I'm not going to book you because you support this person or that person who I don't like. It's bullshit. One of the reasons I got into this business was to be able to freely express myself. At the same time, like I said earlier, when you get on stage and do that, you definitely run the risk of splitting the room in half. Half those people, they're not even going to want to hear what you have to fucking say after that. Let's say you just do 2 minutes on some political rant. Just 2 minutes on something. And let's say half the crowd completely disagrees with you on that. Now they might not even like you anymore. I mean, I know it's kind of a cynical attitude. It really kind of is. But in live performing, if they don't like you anymore, they're not going to laugh at your fucking shit. You might not be talking anything that has to do with politics after that, but they still won't laugh because they didn't like your political opinion, which means they don't like you. And that's how most people are these days, that I've noticed. That's why it's a bummer for me to get on Facebook and see all the political ranting. Not because I don't think people should be expressing themselves and using the internet to do that. It's because if anybody has an alternate viewpoint, it's suddenly a game of one-upmanship, name calling, character attacks, and it's really just quite sad. However, there is a way that I have found to be able to talk about politics on stage, still keep the laughs going, still get my viewpoints across, feel good about it without dividing the room. And the way I do that is I don't talk about politics, I don't talk about politicians, I don't really mention my viewpoint that's liberal or conservative or Democrat or Republican. I don't fucking do any of that shit. What I do is I talk about the issues that are near and dear to me. And I don't even phrase it as, this is a political issue that I need to drive my agenda on and make sure that people understand my viewpoint so I can make real change in the world. No, what I do is I just talk about it like it's a normal fucking thing. Normalizing things. That's what I think creates real change. Make things normal. Make it normal and okay to talk about and joke about. Like the way I do with legalization of marijuana. You know, I get on stage and I talk about that. I try to make a lot of jokes. Joke. It's not just me joking around, I'm getting stoned, dude. I try to talk about it in a way that keeps people laughing, but also expresses my viewpoint. Normalizes the conversation around a controversial subject matter. And then later on, maybe when it does come to a vote, some of the people who are so adamantly against it, maybe they'll vote a different way. Maybe they'll go, hey, it's not my thing, but I've heard enough of the conversation about it. It doesn't seem to be that bad. I'll go ahead and vote yes. I don't know. Either way, it's the way I can express myself without dividing the room. And I've had a lot of people come up to me and go, oh, dude, my dad was at your show and he hates pot so bad. He is so against marijuana. But when he heard you talking about it, he laughed his ass off. And now he's lightened up on it a little bit. I've gotten that feedback quite a bit. It's the same thing with my wife talking about giving childbirth at home, doing our home birth. We gave birth to my son at home. In our apartment in Chicago, in the kitchen, in an giant inflatable tub thing, like a hot tub kind of thing, like an inflatable hot tub. It's called a home water birth. That's what we did. And did you know that that's actually kind of illegal in a lot of places? Or they make it like really fucking hard to do. You know, they put so many regulations and restrictions on midwives and this and that, everything else, that most women just don't even opt that route. When in a lot of ways it's less expensive and it's actually more safe. But the political agenda around it is to keep women going to the hospital and just doing the normal thing. And even some of you watching this video might completely disagree with me. Leave a fucking comment if you do. Let's have that conversation. But when I do that story, I don't get on stage and go, it's bullshit that women can't have home birth, so we need to vote for this and make it legal. And when I start bringing it up, I go, when my wife gave birth to our second son, she did it at home in a fucking hot tub in our kitchen. I can immediately see people be like, like their eyes sort of wide up. Not everybody. Some people are like, oh, that's cool, but a lot of people like their eyes get wide. When I talk about my wife breastfeeding my son till he's 5 years old, they get real uncomfortable. These are kind of political issues. These are controversial topics. Is it politics that's being discussed right now in government? Not necessarily. Is it stuff that the presidential debates covered at all? Not really. Maybe the pot thing a little bit, but definitely not the home birth thing or the midwives thing or the breastfeeding thing. But those are controversial subject matters that could be divisive. But by making them funny and just talking about it from my viewpoint and telling a funny story around it, I don't divide the room. I don't create a divisive situation. I don't attack anybody else's beliefs if they disagree with me. I don't try to make other people feel stupid because they see it differently. I just tell my story. I keep it lighthearted and fun. And that's how you can talk about politics on stage. Don't say, whoa, Republicans this and Democrats that and conservatives this. Some guys can get away with that. Like I said, your John Olivers, your Bill Maher's, guys who are known for doing political programs, they can definitely do that shit. But your average traveling troubadour, journeyman, stand-up comedian is probably going to divide the room. If you're going to do that, that's fine. Hey, go for it. Knock yourself out. Just be prepared what the dynamics are going to be. Half that fucking room is probably going to be pissed off at you, and you might tank half the rest of your set. I've seen it happen before, many times. I think it's important to have a point of view. I think it's important to have opinions. Too many comedians these days, they don't even have an opinion or a point of view. They're just up there talking about stuff. It's like, there's really not even any passion in what they're talking about. They're just talking about random shit. They came up with some clever word usage. Now they're going to put that together. It doesn't mean jack shit to anybody. It's not engaging, and it doesn't fire up the crowd whatsoever. It's just random bullshit. So I do think it's important to have an opinion, to have passions that you talk about, and to engage the audience by freely expressing those opinions. It's important to have a point of view as a performer, as a comedian. Get your message. I think it's fine to have a fucking message. A lot of people, oh, I don't want to hear someone with a preachy ass message that they're trying to get across. I think it's good to have a fucking message, but try to get a message that's a little bit more inclusive. Create a message that's going to unite the room, not divide the room. Anyway, what do I know? You realize you're talking to an asshole right now. This is jer-dog, just driving along, going to a gig tonight. I got the Dirty Jokes and Magic Trick show tomorrow with Nathan, the Maniac of Magic, Derek D.L. Bennett from blindnotstupid.com. Check out our website, dirtyjokesandmagictricks.com. It's a really fun show. Another rule that we break in comedy, we do a 3-hour fucking show, and we do an intermission in it. So those are two things right there that a lot of people say you can't do in comedy. They say, oh, you can't go longer than 90 minutes. Oh, don't do an intermission. You'll lose the crowd. We go 3 hours, and we put in an intermission, and we don't lose the crowd. Yeah, some people will leave. Some people will. But they probably had too much to drink, or they're just tired, or the babysitter's on the clock, or maybe they weren't expecting a 3-hour show. But it's a lot of fun for me to be able to get up in that second half when it's a little bit later at night and the people have been drinking and they're nice and warmed up, because Nathan, the magician, he went on the first half and just crushed it. I went on the first half. I go on the first half as well to introduce him, so the audience already kind of knows who I am. They know what kind of humor to expect out of me. But then when I get back in the second half, they're loosened up, they're fired up, they've been drinking, the energy is popping, and I get on stage. I pretty much do and say whatever the fuck I want. Even if I want to talk politics, they might go with me to an extent at that point. Just another one of those counterintuitive things that I've figured out how to make happen. I hope this helps. I don't know, maybe it's just me talking shit into a camera, feeding my own narcissism, but I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to help my fellow comedians. I'm trying to help some audience members who may come to a show and they want to see what I'm all about. This is some of the shit that you can fucking expect me to talk about, how I talk about them. Spread the love. Share if you like this. Hit me up on Facebook, The Bar Comic, like that page. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Bar Comic on YouTube. Check me out online, jer-dogcomedy.com. Otherwise, peace out, everybody.